how do you go about loving yourself when you were told as a child that that you were a terrible person?
Ah, uh, there's a lot to unwind there, but it's focusing on your truth, the truth that was someone else's perception of you. Um, it's in the writer Don Miguel Ruiz in The Four Agreements talks about being domesticated, and we become this domesticated, and that world trying to convince you otherwise, as Dennis Merritt Jones puts it, of piling all this stuff on you that's not truth, and that it's now unpacking all of that. I also, another visual I have of us is that we each have within us this core that is a crystal that is catches the light of God and expands it out. And over time, and if you ever hold a baby in your arms, you can see that light coming from them. And over time, what happens is all these people tell us that we're not beauty, we're not light, we're not love, that we're bad people, that whatever. And it's, I just think of it as this crystal getting clouded up with mud and guck, and our journey is to unpack all that, to clean it off with truth. And so if I've been told all my life that I'm a terrible person, but the fact that I'm questioning that says I am starting to recognize that light within me. It says I'm ready to start to unpack that. And so there's many ways you can do that. One is to, when you get that kind of a message coming from in your mind, you say, well, that's very interesting, but the truth I know about me is, and the truth is that I am a divine, an expression of the divine. And you can fill it in with whatever God qualities you want to fill it in with. That sounds very simple. It's not necessarily. Another way, I know what has worked for me is I was in therapy for a long time before I came into Science of Mind. And what really set me on a path to really let go of what I was told and taught as a child and a young adult was working with a practitioner. Practitioners are trained, we are all trained to know this truth and to hold this truth in everything we say or do in our life. And if we're working with someone one-on-one, is to hold that truth for them, to help them, as Nild was talking about the miracle moment. It's not that we sit there and tell you that, we help you find a path to realizing that for yourself. And so I can't say how important for me working with a practitioner on a regular basis was to letting this truth come out of me. And I still see a practitioner on a regular basis, at least once a month, for a tune-up, because she's going to call me on my, excuse the language, this is a very reverend word, she's going to call me on my shit. She's going to let me know when I'm lying to myself.